Salut à tous, ici c'est Fried et nous revoici pour la suite de notre aventure sur The Council. On s'était arrêté, je sais plus. Si, on s'était arrêté, donc il y a eu... Ah voilà, il y avait Jacques Pérou pendant le colloque qui a essayé de se suicider. On a réussi à l'en empêcher. On avait retourné le cerveau de Duc Godoy pour qu'il soit en faveur du projet de Lord Mortimer qui est de donner la Louisiane à la France pour qu'ensuite la France le donne aux États-Unis pour qu'ils puissent s'étendre. On s'était arrêté là. Donc on va continuer.
I don't understand. I spoke to him only recently.
Monsieur Perrault has lost his mind. It's obvious.
Yet another way for the French to make a spectacle of themselves. Well, once again, it has worked.
My friends, let us settle down, please. We are all in shock, of course. Let us celebrate Louis's courage. He enabled us to avert a tragedy.
Yes, that was very noble of you, Louis.
You have given us all a fine lesson in courage.
Thank you.
He owes you his life. That's quite something.
That madman deserves to die.
We are providing Monsieur Perrault with care, but rest assured, he is no longer a danger to himself or anyone else. I think everyone needs a little rest.
Ouais, quel genre de soin?
Can you stay a moment?
Of course.
Ouais, quel genre de soin, ouais, parce que j'aimerais bien aller le voir quand même. Qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire? Personnage. Ouais, tête blindée, ce que je connais pas trop. Tête érudition, occultisme, manipulation. Érudition. Bon, c'est un peu de logique. Diversion, je maîtrise très bien. Interrogatoire. Je maîtrise très bien aussi. Subterfuge pour voir les coffres. Ça peut être pas mal. Tous les coffres que je vois. De quoi veux-tu nous parler, cher ami?
Louis, I wanted to thank you personally. I admire what you did to save Monsieur Perrault's life. You have given us all a wonderful lesson in courage.
Don't mention it, my lord. You would have done the same. I was just quicker.
Ah, humility is a fine quality, sir.
Where is he now?
In his room. I've sedated him. I don't want him trying to take his life again. Or, worse yet, attacking one of the guests. When in despair, Monsieur Perrault is clearly a dangerous man.
Tell me, my lord, can you think of any reason why he would be so terrified of you?
Terrified? Come now,
moi
that's
aussi,
a
un peu
bit
savoir.
harsh. I think he was simply unable to put things into perspective. I see no reason to fear me. Ask President Washington. I don't believe I'm such a difficult friend.
Having spoken to him, I can assure you that he feared you even more than death itself. Had he disappointed you in any way recently?
Of course, he was on the edge. He was desperate, and it grew noticeable in his work. Our collaboration was probably coming to an end, but I certainly didn't feel the need to threaten him, ever.
But without you, no more support, no more money. It was an end to his social status. If you lost, he lost everything, didn't he?
No, not his life.
Thanks to me, I guess. On that note, my lord, I'll be leaving you. Have we covered everything?
Absolutely. Oh, Louis, one more thing, please.
Donc,
I wanted to thank you for your support during the conference. You've made the right choice, and it gives me tremendous satisfaction to have you with me on this project.
écoute, pour le moment, je donne le change parce que j'ai pas trop confiance en toi après... Attends, il est figé là? Il est vraiment figé là, il bouge plus. Il est en mode statue. Il cligne plus des yeux, ni des sourcils, rien. Il est figé. Il bouge plus. C'est une statue. Bref. Que je disais, ouais. C'est juste pour donner le change parce que j'ai pas du tout confiance en ce personnage. Donc je donne le change pour faire genre.
What is at stake is worth it, my lord. Now, I won't hide from you the fact that I have no idea by what miracle we could ever get a unanimous vote.
Trust me, Louis. We still have a few more cards to play. You'll see. Anything can happen in politics.
I'll see you later, my lord.
I'll see you later, Louis.
Ok, non. J'aimerais bien récupérer des cachetons parce que j'ai beaucoup dépensé. Donc si je pouvais en récupérer, ça serait pas mal. Non, ça c'est le livre encore, le purgatoire de Dante. Ma chambre c'est... Oh merde. Ok, bon. Tour.
I already mentioned it yesterday. Either to you or to someone else. Impossible to tell with you people.
Yes, sir.
Your yes is not sufficient. Tell the others, for crying out loud. Remember to close my window once you've done my room. This isn't Corsica, you know. I'm freezing.
Of course, sir. I'll see to it straight away.
Good. Proceed.
Yes, sir.
Monsieur Bonaparte.
Louis, once again, bravo for what you did. If it weren't for you, Peru would have blown his brains out. You've got courage. I like this. We just lost the vote for the next conference, and we already had fewer votes than Holm. I must absolutely find a solution.
Je suis pas sûr qu'il soit... qu'il aime l'étiquette, lui. Je sais pas.
Yes, yes indeed. But I believe if Lord Mortimer is still confident, it's because he still has a few cards up his sleeve.
I hope so. I sincerely hope so. Unfortunately, that vote of Godoy you acquired is probably not going to suffice.
Well, it's still more than what you've done, isn't it?
I see you have a short fuse, monsieur. As someone who just started a war with Spain, if I were you, I wouldn't get on my high horse so quickly. In short, we haven't a minute to lose. I'll leave you now.
Just a minute. What did Duchess Hillsborough propose last night?
Oh, nothing worth worrying about. The pretty little pudding eater found no better tactic than to threaten me. She would have been better off sliding into my bed. At least we wouldn't have wasted part of the night talking for nothing.
Threatened you, you say?
That's what I said. I think I'm going to have to be careful of English troops crisscrossing the Mediterranean for a while. The witch would let loose the wrath of the English crown on my august person. But if she thinks that would scare a Bonaparte, she is mistaken. Now, Louis, time is running short, and as I said, I'm in a hurry. I have to go now. I will see you later.
Ouais. Je vais pas insulter parce que bon... C'est vrai qu'Émilie, même si bon, on a eu un échange passionné hier soir, je sais pas quel est son jeu vraiment.
Sorry, sir, but you cannot go through. We have very clear instructions from Lord Mortimer. Monsieur Peru must rest.
Un petit truc dedans. Fouillé.
Carmelite water.
Voilà.
They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost.
Bon, on va coûter quand même un point d'action. Bon, bref.
No answer. Nothing. Emily? Emily, are you there? Emily!
Yes.
Ah,
Louis, is
enfin.
that you?
Yes, let me in.
I'm sorry, Louis. I don't feel very well. I'll see you later.
Are you sure everything's all right? Are you still there?
Elle cache quelque chose. Ça pue. Par contre, je peux plus bouger. Ah, putain. Vas-y, attends. On va faire une mission commando. Je vais passer par la fenêtre de le balcon de Napoléon. Ah, je peux pas. Putain. Dommage, j'aurais bien voulu savoir ce qui se passe. Tout ceci me semble bien chelou. Vas-y, je veux savoir pourquoi tu déclares la guerre à tout le monde, toi.
Monsieur de Richet, I have no time. I was about to join Sir Gregory. Come back later.
I wanted to talk to you a moment and...
I am expected. I'm sorry. We shall talk later.
Ok. Bon, la chambre est là. Attends, moi je vais faire le tour des chambres. Moi, je suis jamais rentré dans la chambre du cardinal. Je sais même pas à quoi ça ressemble. Oui, mais l'exploit. Oula. Oui. Est-ce que Washington est là? Est-ce qu'il y a des choses à me dire? Il est pas là. T'as 2, mais pourquoi toujours ça coûte toujours 2 plus 1 à chaque fois, hein? 1 plus 1.
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
Ah d'accord, le gars en fait il fait des jumps où il maîtrise la force, j'en sais rien. Vas-y, je vais avoir le bonheur, après je suis dans ma chambre. Ah, Monsieur Piaget.
Your Eminence.
Ah, Louis. Well done, my son. You may well have saved our lives. Who knows what that madman was capable of?
It was a reflex reaction.
And modest as well. Sarah would be proud of you. It's not going to help matters for Mortimer. Now he has one less vote for the conference.
Ça c'est clair.
Ah, I see His Eminence is able to identify a good opportunity in every situation.
Now, what do you expect, Louis? The benefit of age. You'll see. You'll learn with time.
Except if I find it disgusting.
I hope that Monsieur Peru's act will help you reconsider your choice, Louis. Sincerely, see where his support for Lord Mortimer got him.
Est-ce qu'il craint la politique? J'ai jamais un Piagui. Je sais pas, on y va?
Godoy betrayed you. He has turned his back on you and will follow Mortimer.
What? Are you joking?
You can always join us, Your Eminence. Don't be the butt of the joke. When all your so-called allies have changed sides without warning, you'll be a laughingstock.
I don't know what you're talking about, Louis. Please excuse me, but I am tired. We shall resume our discussion later, perhaps.
As you please, Your Eminence.
Chais. Ah non, ça c'est la chambre satanique. Voilà, j'ai fait le tour. Non, c'est le bonheur.
What do you want from me, de Richet? Get on with it. I'm busy.
I wanted to speak to you about the conference.
Listen, you chose your side. You had every possible reason to make the right choice, but you preferred to commit yourself to Mortimer. Good luck, because it's a lost battle. The subject is closed. Anything else?
What a tragedy about Mr. Barreau.
Are you joking? That bonehead had it coming to him.
Interrogatoire, psychologie. Toujours regarder. Journal, Von Warner. La diversion, c'est tout ce que je sais.
You seem to have taken a personal stance. Am I wrong?
Ever since I found out that footprints incriminating him were found next to Elizabeth's body, you can be sure that given the opportunity, I would have put a bullet in his mouth myself.
As I was passing by your room, I wondered if you'd made any progress with your search for the Al-Azif.
Do you remember our little discussion last time, de Richet?
Indeed, I do.
So, please go straight to hell and stop wasting my time.
Ok, bah, je me calme.
Excuse me, this is the wrong room.
J'ai eu une discussion avec le gars, assez sérieuse quand même, même si ça a duré quelques minutes. Et là, il finit la phrase, il est désolé, je me suis trompé de chambre. Bon gars, si tu t'es trompé de chambre, tu dis ça dès le début. Bon, allez, on va retourner dans la chambre parce que là on est assez potassé, on n'a pas trop avancé dans l'histoire. Mais bon, c'est bien d'explorer, de discuter, de récolter des informations, pas passer à côté de certaines choses.
Next time, I'll listen to my mother. Not a day has gone by without something happening to me. What now?
Louis, open up, please.
Coming, Mr. President, I'm coming.
Louis. Ah, there you are at last.
Yes,
I just saw your mother. She was accompanied by Emily, and they both went into the Duchess's room. I tried to join them, but I was refused entry. Louis, this does not bode well.
Oh, shit. Emily might want to avenge her sister. I must act quickly. You're right, Mr. President. Thank you.
On n'a jamais retrouvé ma mère, dans le jeu bien sûr, et là le président le voit comme par hasard. C'est assez fou quand même.
I do believe that's Emily's voice. I can't understand what she's saying. Impossible. I can't do it. There's something blocking it on the other side. I've got to find another way in.
tu vas me dire que là j'essaie de forcer la porte, elles ont rien entendu? C'est un peu gros ça quand même. Ça c'est ce que je vais faire
I
dès le
have to
départ.
get inside Emily's room through the... Shit! It's locked. No way. It's too sturdy.
J'ai pas cette capacité de crocheter les serrures.
Damn it. It's closed. Seems like the key is still in the lock on the other side. That means I won't be able to pick it. Or I could do as I did the last time in the tower room.
Bah oui, bonne idée.
Slowly, Louis. Nice and slow. It's not a very complex lock. I'm sure I could force it if I can just find something to smash it with.
Hop là, bah voilà. Vraiment génial cet aimant, hein.
I must act fast.
Alors attends, il y a un truc que je comprends pas. La porte était fermée de l'intérieur. La clé était à l'intérieur. Donc c'est-à-dire que quelqu'un était à l'intérieur. Ouais. Donc où est cette personne? Oh, je vais voir chaque pyro. Oui, je sais qu'il faut que j'aille voir, mais... Non. C'est temps de faire du Metal Gear.
It's as if there are several people inside.
Once again, you're the one who's the victim in all this. What are you on about now? I should never have told you what happened to me. That's how it works, and you know it full well. I'm not that naive. I know you inside out. Stop. We'll end up losing everything if you keep...
A devil's thorn, to be used to uncover the best disguised traits.
Ça peut m'être utile. Attends, il y a des choses. Bon, allez, go.
What on earth is... You... Mother?
How dare you do this to me? You can talk. After everything I've done for you. You are joking, I hope, right? I gave you my life. That's enough, Emma. Now that Louis is here, you will leave Sarah alone. Cease your revenge immediately. What? If you think you're going to... Louis, help me, I beg you. I can no longer reason with her. I am Emily. Quit playing games. What? Honestly, don't be ridiculous. No. I am Emily. You are wasting your time. Louis knows very well how to tell us apart.
Pas du tout.
After everything we've been through together.
Yes, well...
Don't you dare bring him into this. This is between you and me. I ask for nothing more, so stop taking it out on Sarah. You prissy little bitch! How dare you! Now that I've told you everything, you want to take my place, do you? You are joking, I hope. I'm the one who told you everything that's been going on while you were away. Go on then. That's what you want, isn't it? You want to kill me. Go on then, shoot! After all the trouble I've gone through to find you. Go on. What are you waiting for? Here, Louis, take this.
Wait, what's going...
An entire life for this. Go on, shoot! Sorry, Louis, I can't shoot her. She's my sister. That's enough, Emma. Louis, out of the way. She's dangerous. Don't trust her. What are you trying to do? Louis, out of the way. I am not Emma. Come on, Louis, tell her who the real Emily is.
Wait,
That's right, Louis. I'm fed up with this little game. Tell him who the real Emily is.
Why do these things always happen to me?
Well, Louis, come on, you know how to tell us apart, right?
Pas du tout.
Yes, but I'd like to ask you a few questions to make sure there's no doubt.
Rational and open, Louis. Let's see. How can I tell them apart? Wait, I've got an idea.
On the night of our arrival, you had asked me what had become of me since we last met in London some years before. What did I answer?
That you are a diplomat, Louis. You even told me about the troubles you had saving some compatriots during the French Revolution. I already told her, Louis. I was there.
Right. Let's find something else. Ah, yes. Let's speak about my arrival at the manor.
Ça, c'est Emma. Emma est immunisée à la manipulation. Donc la seule, donc je peux pas la manipuler. Émilie est vulnérable en psychologie.
Once at the manor, Sir Gregory introduced himself to us. Then, we split up into two groups. What group was I in?
It won't work, Louis. She knows already. I told her. Shut up. I'm the one who told you. You stayed with President Washington and myself near the chimney because he was freezing and wanted to speak to you about your mother. I told you she knew.
Very well.
Let's try something else.
On the first night, we went up to bed, but I wasn't tired. I went for a little stroll.
La première nuit, nous sommes montés nous coucher. Mais je n'ai pas fatigué, je me suis promené un peu. Merde, mais moi je m'en souviens plus.
Before going to bed, I went for a stroll. Did we speak to each other during that stroll?
You must be mistaken. After going up to bed, I went straight to sleep. But she knows all that, Louis. I already told her. Don't think you're going to get away with this deception so easily. I can assure you, you're going to regret pretending to be me once Louis has exposed you.
Right. I don't think I'll get very far
moi non
like
plus,
this.
j'ai un peu du mal.
I'll have to find something better.
Oh, I don't think I'll even wait until he's finished.
Take it easy now.
Are you mad, Louis?
Lower your arm.
I better act quickly if I don't want things to get out of hand.
Come on, she's putting one over on you. Look at yourself for crying out loud. You were prepared to shoot me down.
In the secret room behind the study. Talk to them about what you've been doing. Maybe they haven't spoken about it between each other yet.
On the night of the disappearance of Elizabeth Adams.
What about it? What do you want to know about that night?
Merde, Emma est immunisée contre quoi? La manipulation et la logique. Je sais. Attends. Ah mais c'est diversion, merde. Je vais tenter ça.
We found ourselves in Mortimer's secret gallery. What did we find in that room?
A load of old junk that Mortimer had collected. A so-called Pandora's box in the form of an urn, an old sheepskin that he must take for the Golden Fleece, the Bible of Judas, property deeds as old as the hills, and a broken old sword. You are wasting your time, Louis. She already knows all that. Of course I do. I was there. That's enough! I've had enough of this charade. Louis, there's only one way to tell us apart. There's just one thing I didn't tell her about in detail. Too bad for you, Emma. I didn't want it to come to this, but you leave me no choice. Ask her about you and I. You just lost, Emma. I indeed didn't tell you everything about it. Come, Louis. Speak about our intimacy.
Very well. Let's talk about us. Last night, we spent the night together. But beforehand, you insisted on talking about my choices during the conference. Why?
I beg your pardon? Louis, I did not go to see you last night.
What? Huh?
Now your true identity is exposed.
Eh oui!
What did you do? I didn't tell you everything, little sister. I never told you about this episode, so you know nothing of what happened last night between Louis and me. You dirty slut.
Et bim!
What did you do?
That's enough, both of you. Now I know who the real Emily is.
Bah, Émilie est derrière moi. Parce que elle ne savait pas du tout ce qui s'est passé la nuit l'année dernière entre nous deux. Et en plus, elle l'a reconnu indirectement. Elle l'a pas dit, mais donc Émilie est derrière moi.
You are Emily Hillsborough.
I knew you wouldn't get it wrong, Louis. No! You little bitch! Watch out, Louis! No!
Hell, what have I done?
See what you've done. See.
Louis? What on earth is going...
Mother!
Go. You must leave. Everyone's going to arrive.
Louis, what's going on?
Duchess? Is everything all right?
Go! Go, Mother! No one must find you here.
Go.
Come, Louis. There's nothing more you can do.
But
Leave us.
Emily, what's going on?
Mother, go to the crypt. I'll meet you there.
I'll be waiting for you.
Emily.
Madam, I'm coming in.
It was bound to end like this, Louis. Let me stay with her, please. Go, I'll cover you.
What? What are you doing there? Stop!
God damn it. Now what's going on?
And that shit. Donc ma mère est vivante. La sœur d'Émilie, si c'est vraiment Émilie que j'ai vraiment choisi, si c'est vraiment Émilie que j'ai bien réussi à choisir, bah elle est morte. Ceci dit, très belle animation du sang qu'on a vu évidemment au moment où elle s'est fait tirer dessus, c'est-à-dire 0. On peut au moins animer ça, mais c'est pas grave. Bon, voilà la crypte.
Good God! They're all here. They must have heard the gunshot.
Where is Lord Mortimer?
Can anyone hear anything through the door?
Est-ce que je
Did
fais
you
genre?
hear that? I was not dreaming, was I?
Certainly not, Duke Godoy.
What's going on?
Someone had the bang coming from the Duchess's room. She isn't answering. Gentlemen, go back to your rooms. Go back to your rooms. I shall find out from Lord Mortimer what this is all about. Thank you.
Je sais bien, on est allé comme si c'était normal, mais qu'est-ce qui se passe
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
My instructions are clear, sir. No one is to enter.
Est-ce que la propriétaire pour continuer à parler avec les gens là? Non, parce que tous dans leur chambre. On va descendre. Par là pour passer par là pour le jardin. Passer par là. Ah, je peux passer par les dos. Non, ça c'est le collègue. Ah bah tiens, justement, par du collègue, il n'y avait pas d'objet que j'ai pas pu récupérer. Bon, ça j'en ai pas besoin. Du coup, j'en ai déjà récupéré d'autres. Mais voilà. Ça me servira. Ouais, mais du coup, avec mes conneries, je sais plus dans quel tour. Dans quelle direction je dois aller. Non, c'est bon, j'ai pas fait un trou. Hop, le jardin. Ah, punaise, je commence déjà à me paumer. Bon, maintenant, on essaie de découvrir ce qui se passe un peu.
Louis! At last, there you are.
Mother, wait,
Come, we have to be quick.
No, wait, Mother,
Time is running out, Louis. First, we must...
No! That's enough. I won't go a step further unless you explain to me what is going on here. I'm begging you. Talk to me.
You must trust me, my son. You are not ready yet.
You're the one who should trust me. Tell me what's happening.
You would never believe me.
I came all the way here for you. Now I've found you. I'm ready, Mother.
If only... Louis, I have always taught you to keep your mind open and logical. I know you are going to find it hard to believe, but what I am going to reveal to you is entirely true. Many years ago, I found out that demons really do live among us.
I beg your pardon?
And that they can influence our thoughts.
Mother, listen to yourself. I know you're exhausted, but for crying out loud, listen to what you're saying. Demons? What next? An ancient monster with a head like an octopus? What do your demons look like? Have they got horns and a pointed tail?
No, these are not creatures with billy goat's legs. Forget your Christian folklore. Imagine them more as parasitic spirits. They possess their hosts and direct them from inside.
Parasitic spirits?
Yes, they are capable of going from one body to another as they see fit. And 2 of them are present on this island.
Right. So let me guess.
D'accord, donc les démons seraient parmi nous et ce seraient des esprits parasites. Même si elle me dit de garder l'esprit ouvert et logique, pour moi c'est ni logique et j'ai du mal à y croire. Mais si on laisse...
Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory, right?
You felt it too?
No, even if Home does look the part. But I don't know who else could do it, given that we're on their territory.
Many years ago, well before you were born, I crossed paths with one of them. Since then, I've spent my life trying to find it again. When we recovered the Alizif, I was persuaded that von Burchard was working for this demon in one way or another. But I thought he would hand the book to a middleman during this conference. That's where I made an error that could well turn out to be fatal. The one who Burchard was meant to give the book to was none other than the demon in person, Mortimer. Not to mention that Home had sent Volner to get it for him.
Home and Mortimer are demons?
They both seem to disagree about many things, but I'll admit I never knew exactly why. There are many of them, Louis, not just those 2.
Mother, have you any proof to support any of this?
Of course, but you do too. You had everything laid out in front of you. Didn't you notice anything?
Pardon? Stop. J'avais tout sur les yeux et j'ai pas remarqué. Réfléchissons. À part le fait que Mortimer collectionne des choses qui sont largement plus anciens que lui, qui a des titres de propriété qui sont même plus vieux que lui, qui pourrait... c'est la seule chose, et qu'il arrive à contrôler le monde, accessoirement, qu'il a une vision du monde, mais il calcule avec 5 coups d'avance. Mais ça veut pas dire pourtant que c'est un démon, mais... Rentrer dans son truc.
Well, those property deeds across the world, all signed by the same hand and over several centuries.
I am proud of you, Louis.
I found your notes, written in lemon juice.
Where all eyes size you up. At one stage, I was so afraid of losing my mind that I noted everything down. Congratulations, Louis. Wait, please tell me you didn't open Pandora's box.
The urn? No, I didn't. Why?
Good. We'll deal with it later.
Oh, dommage. La prochaine fois, je recommencerai juste pour voir la boîte de Pandore, voir ce que ça fait. son bureau secret.
I went beyond the Nightmare Mother.
You understood the Masonic date.
1191.
Of course! It was during that siege that the demon took possession of Sir Mortimer. They spent a whole night in conversation until the early hours of the morning. Mortimer had passed the test. He had charmed the demon, and so it chose him to be its host for centuries to come. But tell me, did you find his secret study?
I did indeed.
Did you see his maps of the world?
He has contacts the world over.
Yes, I've been developing the Golden Order across the world for many years, and I've never seen anyone with such influence. It's simply inhuman.
J'avoue.
I must admit, I found it difficult to understand how and why Mortimer didn't have a place in history.
On the continent, Mortimer and Home are mere dandies who organize society balls. History forgets them with a disconcerting facility. No one speaks about them, and yet they whisper in the ears of kings and presidents.
You mean the conference?
How can you explain that someone manages to bring together so many important figures without anyone knowing?
And without any security or personnel.
Louis, I am proud of you. You came all this way. You found me. You have surpassed me.
You taught me everything I know. Right. How did it all begin?
I saw him.
What do you mean you saw him?
I was 20 years old. I was young and carefree. I traveled the world in search of adventure. In the Persian Gulf, we came across an ancient grimoire that became unlocked. Composed of 7 parts, each one was a book in itself, set in a sort of metal armor that structured the whole thing. When all the volumes were brought together, they formed a single book. On my return to Paris, I set to studying these pages. I spent all my days and nights studying them.
Oh, I can imagine you doing that.
But the writing was in a language I had never seen before, developed well before Sumerian, in my opinion. So I got the idea to form a small occult circle composed of all the major names in the occult world to see if anyone else could crack it.
And you found no one.
And I found someone, Louis. I found him. Or rather, he found me. He was young, charismatic. He was flamboyant.
Ça peut être que Mortimer.
You mean Mortimer?
He was a veritable mine of knowledge. I showed him the book, and he was able to decipher a few passages. We spent several months together studying the pages.
Ça sert à rien de demander quel âge il avait. C'est un démon. Depuis 1191, il aura plus de 600 ans, donc ça va me demander l'âge.
He helped me understand certain passages until I realized that he only translated a few parts for me. But I had aroused his interest. It was too late.
How so?
I mean to say he manipulated me. He used me, and in the end, he stole the book with all its secrets.
Did he ever go to your place?
Not once. At least I don't think so. But before disappearing, he proposed a pact between us. He proposed that I follow him and let him teach me, allow him to bring me up.
Je pense qu'il a dû refuser. Je pense, j'espère.
And you refused, of course.
Why, naturally, Louis. You don't make deals with the devil. After that, I spent my whole life looking for him. 3 years later, in Berlin, I just missed him. In London, I lost 6 members of the order in a chase. In 1741, in Tunisia, I found a sect of fanatics who had crossed paths with him once. 1741, in Poland. 1749, in India.
8 years ago in Venice.
We agreed never to speak about what happened in Venice, Louis.
Oui, mais si.
You agreed, and that was before you spoke to me about demons. Wait, the baby we delivered, you and me, that night in Venice, did he have anything to do with Lord Mortimer?
The child was his son.
We stole his son? Are you insane? I always thought we took him to save him.
That was the case. It was precisely to save him from his father.
Need I remind you the mother died during childbirth? What became of the child?
Later. For the moment, that is not the key issue here. Once we found the Al-Azif in Paris, I followed von Borchardt's trail here. I didn't think it would lead me straight to the demon. It was careless of me. He toyed with me for a few days, until I caught on, until I saw him as he was. But he had no intention of letting me leave. We are all his pawns, Louis, and if we don't want to spend the rest of our lives turning round in circles here, we must absolutely get off this island. All right, can we move on?
Wait a minute, one last thing.
Ouais, j'ai encore beaucoup de questions. Ouais, déjà, qu'est-ce qui s'est passé avec Elisabeth déjà?
I want to know what happened with Elizabeth Adams.
Louis, we haven't time for those details.
Ouais, mais je veux
I'm
savoir.
sorry, Mother, but I want to know.
She was one of the receptacles for these monsters. I met her parents when she was born. One of the demons got inside her. The demon used her to spy on her father, John Adams. He is one of the founding fathers and vice president of the United States, you know.
Mortimer possessed her?
No, I don't think it was Mortimer. Her father, John Adams, hired me to tend to her, but the evil in her was too deep. In spite of the various treatments I tried on her, I never succeeded in getting it out of her. It's not something I'm proud of, Louis, but I had to try everything.
Donc, ce qu'elle nous avait... Ah, 1, 2, 3. Donc, ce qu'elle nous avait raconté, c'est donc vrai. Que son enfance, que ma mère l'avait torturée, tenté d'exorciser, lui a fait du mal, etc. Pour tenter de la soigner, que ça n'avait pas marché. Ah, tu m'étonnes que ça a traumatisé la meuf. Et qui l'a tué du coup?
Do you know who killed her?
Absolutely not.
Ah, c'est pas toi? Ouais. Je sais pas.
I want to know what happened between you and Emily's sister.
Great responsibility often brings difficult choices, Louis. That's all you need to know.
Dis-moi tout.
Mother, I won't take a step further if you don't answer me.
You dare blackmail me?
Oui.
I'm listening.
All right, I used her. So there you are. Happy now? We had the Al-Azif, and I didn't think we would be able to escape with it. In order to ensure that the book did not fall into their hands, or that one of them couldn't read in us where we had hidden it, I asked Emily to...
It's Emma.
Yes, or rather for me, it was Emily. So I asked Emma to hide it without anyone seeing. And then I disposed of her. I am sorry for her, but she was part of the Golden Order, Louis. She knew the rules when she joined.
C'est chaud quand même là. On apprend du gros dossier là.
What did you negotiate about the Al-Azif with Volner?
Absolutely nothing. I managed to pull the wool over his eyes until I found a way to flee.
What was going on with the cannons in Tuscany?
It was nothing.
Since when does the Order finance wars?
The cannons for that Bonaparte fellow? Listen. Once in the lion's den, I did whatever I could to appear legitimate. So yes, I pretended to be interested in Mortimer's project about a young military man who was seeking funding for a foundry in Tuscany. Between you and me, if buying China would have enabled me to escape, I would have signed without hesitation.
D'accord. Donc elle s'en bat les houilles.
Samuel Ritter du Choix, you wanted to send me a letter about Godoy.
I wanted you to run a check on Duke Manuel. But frankly, it doesn't really matter anymore now. Godoy is just a pawn like the others. He is not the one I was looking for.
Ah bah totalement, hein.
You know, I found your package under a wharf plank.
As a matter of fact, I needed it yesterday. I wasn't expecting anyone to take it.
Oups, désolé.
On the evening of my arrival, Cardinal Piaggi came looking for you. He was determined to give you a letter.
More of his lists. Louis, I think I know what's in that letter, and I beseech you to believe that it is the least of our worries. We can sort that out later.
Bon. Et enfin, la dernière chose qui est pas très importante, ta main, qu'est-ce qui s'est passé?
Are you going to tell me what happened to your hand?
Better than that, I shall show you.
Ok, bah écoute.
Good. I think that's about right. We shall speak about it once we get back to France.
Great actions for humanity have been decided by demons for centuries, Louis. They are playing with our destiny. We are their slaves. And it's time for it to stop. By the way, what was Mortimer's project at this conference?
He wants the United States to occupy all the North American territory. France should recover Louisiana and give it to the United States. In that case, the Americans would just have to push west to chase the Spanish from the continent once and for all.
And as Mortimer controls Washington, you may just as well say that it will put him at the head of a world superpower. We should do our utmost to put a stop to Mortimer's plans. But for the time being, there are more pressing matters.
Ouais, je veux savoir.
Are you going to tell me why we're here?
Ah, c'est très beau ça.
There. That's why we are here.
Allez, c'est fini. Fin de l'épisode 9. Alors, qu'est-ce que j'ai ici? Nanana. J'ai un peu été témoin de la résolution de Napoléon Bonaparte. Ça, j'ai loupé. J'ai appris quelque chose d'asif. J'aurais pu passer par la chambre de Jacques Théo pour aller sur le balcon. C'est vrai que j'ai pas pensé, mais je pensais qu'on pouvait pas vu que t'avais les serviteurs qui bloquaient. Mais bon. Fin de l'épisode 9. Et ben voilà, on va s'arrêter là. Et on découvrira la suite une prochaine fois. Attends, on va sauvegarder un coup. J'ai quel dispo hop, de là et de là. C'est parfait. Et voilà, on va s'arrêter là. Donc, fin de l'épisode 9. J'espère que cet épisode vous a plu. On a découvert beaucoup de choses, du coup, à propos de ce qu'a fait notre mère sur cette île. Donc, par rapport à ce qu'elle a fait à Elisabeth, c'était vrai. Bon, elle sait pas qui l'a tué. Que maintenant, qu'en fait, c'est les démons qui contrôlent l'humanité. Et que Mortimer est un démon. Et Holm aussi est un démon. Enfin, sont possédés par des démons. Donc voilà, ça fait beaucoup d'informations d'un coup. Mais bon, après là, en plus, on a découvert, je sais pas ce que c'est cette pièce avec cette étrange roue où c'est imbibé de sang. Mais je pense que ça doit être là où elle a perdu la main, vu comme c'est assez... c'est assez tranchant. Je pense que ça doit s'ouvrir, je pense qu'elle a perdu la main comme ça. Mais bon, bref, on découvrira ça une prochaine fois. Donc j'espère que la vidéo vous a plu. N'hésitez pas à me dire ce que vous avez pensé de l'épisode dans les commentaires. Quel choix vous auriez fait, important. Si vous aurez fait d'autres choix, choisi d'autres actions. Et quant à nous, on se retrouvera à la prochaine fois pour la suite des aventures de Louis Moraz de Richet dans le jeu The Council. Allez, à la prochaine. Bisous, salut!